Hello and welcome to Field Event Showcase. We are just a few minutes away from getting started. The athletes are going over opening heights and things like that now and when people are going to come in. The starting height for the women's pole vault will start at 3.71 meters and the starting height on the men's side will be at 4.93 meters. We'll be introducing the athletes very shortly. So let's go over the format of the competition. First, we're doing a low and high bar format. So we'll do one round of low bar attempts followed by one round of high bar attempts. After 3 rounds, both bars increase by the same amount. Our jumps look like we're going to be at 3.71 on the women's side and then 4.93 on the men. And then we'll jump up to 3.86 after that. Looks like they're starting to get ready and we'll go to the announcements. The introductions.
Cincinnati with a personal best of 5:05 meters. He likes to mountain bike and can juggle while he's running. He had a pet practice when he was younger, and he'll be coming in at this opening bar here. We have Alina Mcdonald. PR this weekend she jumped 460, and she's representing KMR Athletics. We have I want to make sure about that too, because I wasn't. PR 409, a student at the University of Kentucky, formerly Central Michigan University athlete, also representing Buckeye Pole Vault Academy. We have Kenneth Stimmel, high school junior, with a PR of 413. She is the state record holder for the Division III girls in the state of Ohio. Nicknamed the Flying Peanut, and she's representing Altitude Headquarters. We got Jill Murroy, who was a top 6 vaulter in high school. You wouldn't believe it. But she was. She now jumps 445 and is representing full vertical elite, coached by Mark Hollis himself. We have Michael Cipher. 491.
Tell me where you're at. I'll go down with you.
63.
Yeah, it should be 62.
We've got Austin Miller, Alt House representative, and Pacers concert actor. PR 566. Known as the hype man, definitely knows how to get the crowd going.
I want to make sure we're picking him up and not. I want to make sure we're picking him up and not. Now, listen.
Competition introduction. There's a couple announcements before we the blue line that'll take you right to the bathroom. If you would like a signed poster of all the elite athletes, you can get that for $20 over at this tent over here. There's water in that Aquafina bin over there, compliments of Pete. And eventually we will have some grilling done, some burgers, some hot dogs. There's a donation jar if you feel the need to just get rid of some of that loose cash that's just chilling in your pocket. And it looks like we are about to get underway.
Sounds good. So I don't know if you were able to hear the announcer, but we just went through the whole lineup. You can see the lineup on your screen. I believe we are going to start with the women's bar first, and we have Kenneth Stimmel who'll be starting us off.
We like to call an old-fashioned blow party right there.
Next up we have Shaban.
You know how Shaban corrects it. Take it away. the crowd is. So let's cheer our vaulters down the runway as they get going.
That is a good jump for Shaban's.
We are running the high bar, low bar scheme here. So the ball's going
So next we are going to go up to the high bar, since that was the first two athletes' first attempts at the first bar at the low bar. So we're going to go up to the men's bar now, and we're going to have Austin Goolsbee entering at 4.93 meters.
Austin Goolsby, everybody.
Oh.
Very close to tempo for Austin. Next up we'll have Michael Cipher.
Next up we have Michael Cyphers entering in at 4.93 meters. So we're getting the bar set for him. That was a miss for Austin Goolsbee. He'll have 2 more attempts at this height.
Alright, Michael Cipher, folks. Let's get him down the runway.
I want to know when to warm up, that's all. When to move around. Hey, everything down here, right?
Alright, I think we're ready. Michael Cyphers is going to head down the runway. You're good. Miss on his first attempt at 4.93 meters. Michael will have 2 more attempts at this height.
When you're not thinking sideways, we'll talk a little bit later.
That sounds good.
Second attempt.
I mean, you could put yourself under.
Okay, so we're going back down to the women. We're going down to the women's bar now, the low bar. That is set at 3.71 meters, and Kenna will take her second attempt at this bar. And she's clear. Alright, so our next jumper will be Austin Goolsbee, and we're going to head back up to 4.93 meters for this jump. So this will be his second attempt at 4.93 meters. second miss there for Austin Goolsby. A little bit closer on this attempt. We're heading now to Michael Cyphers for his second attempt at 4.93 meters.
Michael Cypher's up now for his second attempt here at 4.93.
Here we go, Mike. Chin up, yeah, chest up. Here we go. Hit it like you know it.
Alright, so we're ready for Michael Cyphers' jump. Again, this is a 4.93, his second attempt. Just a little under on it. A little bit closer. So he'll have one more attempt at this height. So we're going to stay here on this height, and we will stick at 4.93, and it'll be Austin Goolsby's turn. Austin Goolsby's turn.
Third attempt. They give you 3 for a reason. Let's help Austin down the runway, folks.
Alright, so we have Austin Goolsby attempting his third attempt at 4.93. He was definitely closer on his last attempt, so hopefully he can get over on this bar. Very close attempt there for Austin. So that'll be his last jump of the day. And then we're still with Michael Cyphers, who's going to attempt his last attempt at this height. And then we'll be moving up. All right.
Michael Cyphers, third attempt.
We got Mike Cyphers' third attempt here.
He wants the clap, folks.
Crowd's getting behind him. Looked like he had plenty of height, just came down on the bar. So that'll be his third and final attempt. Now the bar will go up to 3.86 meters for the women and 5.08 meters for the men.
Bar's going up to 396, 386 for the women. 386, that's about 12.8. for those that don't know the metrics.
All right, so we're getting ready. Kenna will lead us off at 386.
And we will have Kenneth Stimmel up first here.
All right, so on the runway now we have Kenna Stimmel taking her first attempt at 3.86 meters. So that is a miss here at 386 for Kenna on her first attempt. She'll have 2 more attempts at this height. Next, we're going to go to Siobhan. She made it over 371 on her first attempt. We'll see how, hopefully this attempt goes that well as well.
Siobhan Sorrento, coach.
All right, Siobhan is ready and on the runway. As a miss on her first attempt.
And that is it for the low bar first attempts.
All right, so now we're raising the bar up to the men's height,
Moves up to 5.
and it looks like Scott Houston will be entering the competition at this 5:08.
If there were meets out there, maybe.
You go, Scott. You got this?
75 on the standard.
Yep, got that.
Calling a standard right now, so they're moving it back to 75. All right, I think we're set, and Scott's on the runway, ready to take his first attempt of the competition. And he is clear with plenty of height.
Yeah.
We now go back down to the 386 bar. Second attempt here for Kenna and Siobhan.
All right, so now we're heading back to the women's bar for Kenna and Siobhan's second attempt. So first we have Kenna Stimmel with her second attempt at 386.
They're going to be setting their standards, so take a look, okay?
All right. So they're getting her standard set,
Kenna Stimmel, second attempt.
and we are ready to go. Here comes Kenna Stimmel's second attempt at 386. That's definitely closer than her first. Still getting into the bar a little bit. She'll have 1 more attempt at this height. So now we have Siobhan, her second attempt here at 386. Standards are set, so she's ready to go.
Siobhan.
A really close attempt there for Siobhan. She'll have 1 more attempt at that 386 height. So we are going to stay on the low bar since Scott was able to clear on his first attempt, and we're going to go to the third attempt of Kenna Stimmel's third attempt at 386 here. All right, we're all set, and Kenna is going to take her third attempt here.
Come on, Kenna, let's go.
that was a really close attempt for Kenna. So she'll bow out of the competition here at 386. She was able to clear 371. Now we're moving on to Siobhan for her third attempt at this height at 386. Alright, so we're just waiting on Siobhan to get ready. Alright, Siobhan looks like she's getting ready here. And we are ready for her third attempt.
Come on, let's get Siobhan over this bar.
Alright.
Come on, go, go. Got it.
And she is clear at 386. So she'll be moving on. So the bar is now going to get raised up. The women's bar is going to go to 4.01 meters. And the men's bar is going up to 523.
Bar's going up to 4.01 meters.
It looks like we have a lot of athletes entering at this bar height, so they're just taking a few run-throughs before we get going.
What is it? 13, 1 3/4. It is 401.
While we're waiting here, why don't we just take a moment and thank Donna Carpentier and Aaron for putting on such a great meet. What a lovely facility this is. The weather really came through today. It's a good day. So have a good day, folks.
Alright, so we're just making sure the bar height is correct. They're doing final measurements before we get started here at 4.01 meters for the women and 5.23 meters for the men. We'll be getting going pretty shortly here. So far we've seen Kenna was able to clear 371 and then did not get over the bar at 386. Siobhan, who entered at 371 as well, has cleared the first two opening bars at 371 and 386, and she'll be the first competitor at 401. Austin Goolsbee and Michael Cyphers were not able to get over the opening bar of 493, so they are out of the competition, but Austin Miller, Scott Houston, and Matthew Ludwig should be getting ready to enter the competition very shortly. Scott Houston's already cleared one bar at 508, and I think we are about ready to go. So on the runway we have Siobhan for her first attempt at 4.01 meters.
You're not ready, correct?
All right, bars up at 4.01 meters, 13 feet 2 inches. Siobhan Sorrentino. First attempt.
Everything's set, and Siobhan is ready for her first attempt at 4.01 meters. A very good attempt there for Siobhan. She'll have two more at this height. Next, we're going to Marissa Causey.
We got Marissa coming in at this bar.
So this will be her first attempt of the day here at 4.01 meters.
Marissa.
So Marissa a little under on that attempt. She'll have two more at this height. So next we have Megan Zimlick entering the competition here at 4.01 meters. This will be her first attempt. Really good attempt there for Megan.
Also coming in at this bar, we have Jill.
All right, so entering the competition as well at this height at 4.01 meters, Jill Murroy. They're getting her standards set, and she'll be ready to go.
They actually have mystery to it, so this is good.
She is clear on her first attempt at 4.01 meters. She's the first one to clear this bar. So that put her in the lead. So currently we have, looks like Robin Bone will also be entering the competition at 4.01. This will be her first attempt as well.
The helmet vaulter.
They're getting her standards set, and then we are ready for Robin Bone's attempt. Robin competes for Canada. She's made several Canadian national teams. And It's a very close attempt, but just a little under. She'll have 2 more attempts at 4:01.
Elena Mcdonald coming in.
And we also have Alina Mcdonald entering the competition at 4.01. So a lot of the female competitors have been entering at this height. So Alina Mcdonald is now on the runway. And she is clear on her first attempt.
Elena Mcdonald. We're going up to the men's bar now at 5.23 meters, 17 feet 2 inches.
So we are going up to the men's bar
Miller coming in at this bar.
at 5.23 meters. Looks like our first jumper is going to be Austin Miller at this height. Okay, we have Austin Miller on the runway for his first attempt of the competition. All right. So they'll have 2 more attempts at this height. Again, we are at 5.23 meters. All right, so we have Scott Houston, who cleared at 5.08 meters already. He will be now jumping his first attempt at 5:23. Standards are set, so we are ready for Scott. His first attempt at 5:23. Oh, good attempt. He just came down on the bar. It looked like he had the height. So he'll have 2 more chances at this height at 5:23. Next we have Matt Ludwig, who has cleared 5:90 this year. Currently 2nd in the world. He's entering the competition at 5:23. This will be his first attempt.
Matt Ludwig, folks, the reigning indoor U.S. champion.
All right, I think we're all set for Matt Ludwig's first attempt. Your current U.S. indoor champion. And the steps were just a little off on that one, so he'll have 2 more attempts.
We go back down to the women's bar, 4.01.
And we are back to the women, so Siobhan will be taking her second attempt here at 4.01 meters. So we're getting that bar set. And we are all set, so Siobhan will be taking her second attempt. really good attempt there. She'll have one more. Try to get over this 401 bar.
Second attempt here. Marissa.
All right, we have Marissa now here to attempt her second attempt at 401. Marissa has a personal best of 436 and is ready for Marissa's attempt. Really good attempt by Marissa. She's getting very close to clearing this bar. This bar looks like it would be a season's best for her if she's able to clear it on her next attempt. We now have Megan Zimlick on the runway. Had a really good attempt on our first. Hopefully get over here on the second. And we are all ready for Megan Zimlick's second attempt here at 4.01 meters. And she is clear at 4.01 meters.
Megan Zimlick over 401.
She's our third competitor over at this height.
We'll have Robin Bone up next.
And now we're moving on to Robin Bone for her second attempt here at 401. Really close attempt. Now we're going to head up to the men's height. All three of our competitors here still looking to clear this bar. We'll have Austin Miller first, followed by Scott Houston and Matt Luglig, all taking their second attempt here at 523.
Let's give it up for our bartenders here, folks. Woo!
Thanks, John. Thanks, Andrew.
All right, we are all set for Austin's second attempt here.
Austin!
Very close attempt there for Austin. He's getting a little bit closer on that. He'll have one more attempt to try to get over at 523. So we'll have Scott Houston coming up next. Resetting the bar here.
Houston, second attempt.
And Scott is clear at 5:23. Scott competes for Vault House and Shore Athletic Club and just cleared that 5:23 bar. He's the first man to clear the 5:23 today. Just one note here, it is pretty warm outside, probably in the mid-90s, so the athletes are having to adjust to the heat a little bit. So they'll get it dialed in, hopefully get some more people over these bars.
Let's get them over this bar, folks.
All right, Matt Luglig is now up. He is taking his second attempt at 5:23. And that was a closer attempt. His first attempt, the steps were just off. That looked like a really good attempt. He will have one more opportunity to get over at 5:23. So we are now going to the women's height for the third attempts there. So we're at 4:01.
Back down to 4:01.
And Shaban will be our first competitor. We have 3 women still trying to hit this bar on their third attempt. We got Shaban, Marissa Cossey, and Robin Bone.
Up and over that bar.
Another really good attempt for Shaban, but that will be the end of her competition here at 4:01. She was able to go clean at 3:71, and then at 3:86 she was able to clear that at her third attempt. You're good. All right, so we have Marissa getting ready here for her third attempt here at 4:01. She's had 2 pretty good jumps so far at this height.
All right, Ricky, all the way through the jump. Come on.
Marissa up for the third attempt.
All right, Marissa's on the runway and ready to go. Making sure she's chalking up again. It is really hot outside, so having to adjust a little bit and try to dial in for this third attempt.
Here we go. You got this.
And Marissa is well over that bar. Really good third attempt here. It looks like she's starting to get it dialed in. She competes for full vertical pole vault. She's your Division III national champion in 2017. And she just got over 4:01 to join Megan Zimlick and Alina Mcdonald at that height. And Jill Murroy. We have Robin Bone coming up next for her third attempt at 4:01. She's had a couple good attempts at this. See if she can dial this in and get over this height. Her season's best right now is, I have it at 396, so this would be a season's best for her. She's able to get over this bar. Oh, that was a really good attempt by Robin Bone. Yeah, really good attempt by Robin Bone, the Canadian athlete. Just came up a little short there. So that was her last attempt. So now we're going to the men's bar, and we have Austin Miller and Matt Ludwig trying to get over this bar for their final attempt. Both of these pole vaulters have PRs well over this bar. It's just dialing it in. We are in the mid-90s here, so that could be playing some effect for them. Okay, we have Austin on the runway, and it looks like he is ready to go. And he is well over at 523. Just took a few jumps to get it dialed in. And we are moving on in the competition. So right now we have Scott Houston and Austin Miller over at 523. Matt Ludwig will enter the competition, will go for his third attempt momentarily.
Looks like he found the right pole for the job, so. We got Matt Ludwig coming down the runway here.
All right, we got Matt Ludwig for his third attempt. Number 2 in the world right now, has a PR of 590. So hopefully he can dial this in and get over this bar and continuing on in the competition. And he is well over again. It looks like the athletes are starting to dial it in with the heat. So, yeah, all 3 athletes remaining were able to clear 523. So we'll be moving on for the women's bar at 416. And for the men's bar, we'll be moving on to 5.83 meters.
We're going up another 15 centimeters here, folks. 416 for the ladies, 13 feet 8 inches. And we'll have Marissa gave us a scare there on that first bar, but...
So just to recap here, we have Marissa Kelsey, Megan Zimlick, Jill Murroy, Alina Mcdonald, and Katie Najat still in the competition on the women's side. The next bar is at 4.16 meters. On the men's side, we still have Austin Miller, Scott Houston, and Matt Ludwig. They'll be attempting at 5.38 meters. And we are ready for Marissa's first jump here at 416. Good attempt there for Marissa. She'll have 2 more at this height. All right, so my camera, you know how we talk about the battery? Can you go change the battery? The batteries are in there. What? Actually, it's off. Like, I don't have access to the camera right now. All right, so on their first attempts at 4.16, we had Marissa miss on hers, Megan miss, Jill was able to make her first attempt at 4.16, and Alina Mcdonald was a miss there on her first attempt. We are moving to 5.38 for the men, and Austin Miller will be up.
Let's go, Austin!
Close attempt there for Austin Miller.
Just didn't quite catch up to it.
All right, we got Scott Houston coming up next. They're getting their standard set for him. This is his first attempt at 5.38. Looked like he had the height, just came down on top of the bar, so he'll make some adjustments and try to get over. He has 2 more attempts at this height. And then Matt Ludwig will be up next, your 2020 U.S. Indoor Champion. Cleared 5.90, that's his PR. He's taking his first attempt here at 5.38. All right, Matt is ready for his first attempt. Oh, had the height, just came down on top of the bar. He'll have 2 more attempts at this. Looks like the athletes are continuing to dial it in a little bit. We're heading back to the women's bar. We have 3 athletes still competing at this bar. Marissa, Megan, and Alina Mcdonald are still looking to clear this bar at 4.16. And we are all set. Marissa is going to take her second attempt here at 4.16. Oh, that was a really close attempt from Marissa. Very good attempt there. Continuing to try to improve and hit a new season's best.
We'll have Megan now.
Next we have Megan Zimlick, who had a really good attempt on her first as well. Just came down on the bar.
If she can learn to drive stick in a quarantine, she can clear this bar.
Getting the bar set for Megan here. Megan competes for Vault House. That is a miss on her second attempt. She'll have one more to try to get over. She has the season's best right now at 4.27, so definitely capable of getting over that bar.
Alina now. Second attempt here. 4:16.
Now we're moving on to Alina Mcdonald for her second attempt here at 4.16 meters. And she is clear at 4.16 meters. Very good jump. Has plenty left, it looks like. Alina vaults for full vertical elite and Hollis pole vault. She's a two-time U.S. championship qualifier. And she is sponsored by KMR Athletics. So she'll be moving on to the next height. We're going to the men's bar now. We have Austin Miller at 5:38, taking his second attempt, sponsored by Gill and Pacer. He started his run, steps didn't feel right, so he's going to run back down to the end of the runway and try it again. He's got time. Again, it is really warm out here. Maybe he needed to chalk up again. Just trying to make sure he's ready to go over for the second attempt. Got the 15-second warning, and he's going down the runway. Oh, a very close attempt for Austin. Just caught it, clipped it on the way down. Had plenty of height. Next on the runway, we're going to have Scott Houston trying to make his second attempt at this height. 2018 U.S. Indoor Champion. It's a lifetime best of 583. And we are ready for Scott's second attempt. Again, just enough height, just coming down on top of the bar. He'll try to dial that in for his third attempt. Next on the runway, we got Matt Ludwig. going for his second attempt. Trying to be the first one to clear this bar.
Matt Ludwig here. Finishing up these second attempts for the men at 5:38, 17 feet, 8 inches.
Matt is clear. He's first one to clear at 5:38. Really good attempt there from Matt Ludwig, your current reigning U.S. indoor champion. And now we are going to go on to third attempts. Marissa, Megan, and Marissa and Megan still are going for their third attempt here at 4:16. It looks like we are ready to go.
Marissa will be up.
All right, Marissa is on the runway. It looks like she's set up and ready to go. Going for her third attempt here at 4.16 meters. Really good attempt there from Marissa, but just not able to get over that bar today. She finishes with a season's best of 4.01 on her first bar. She's able to clear that and then bowed out at 4.16. Now we have Megan Zimlick up next for her third attempt here at 4.16.
Third attempt magic. I can feel it. Come on, Megan.
And she is over at 4.16. So we have 4 women still left in the competition. Megan Zimlick, Jill Murroy, and Alina Mcdonald, and Katie Najat. So we're starting to get down to where prize money is going to be in consideration. And we are going to move on right now to the men's bar. We have 3 competitors still in here. Austin Miller and Scott Houston have still not made it this bar. They're going to take their third attempts. Matt Ludwig was able to get over on his second attempt.
Austin Miller will lead us off. Let's get him down the runway and
So,
over that bar.
looks like Austin Miller is getting set up at the end of the runway. And he is clear. That is his second bar where he's cleared it on his third attempt.
Always seems to find a way.
Able to dial it in. We have one more athlete at this bar height, Scott Houston. He's going to take his third attempt.
Scott Houston to follow up. Let's see if he can get that third attempt magic here at 5.38 meters.
Let's go, Scott! Leo, Houston.
Go, Scott.
Come on, Scott.
Scotty! Scott!
All right, Scott Houston is on the runway. He has a clearance. He's asking the fans to get loud for this third attempt. And again, third time he's had the height, just comes down on top of the bar. Very good attempt there for Scott. He will finish in third. So our prize money today, first place gets $400, second place is $200, third place is $100, and if anybody is able to set a new facility record, that would be a $100 bonus. So Scott there's finishing in third. Now we're getting ready to move the bar height back up. So the women will be at 4.31 meters, and the men will be at 5.53 meters. We have 4 women still in the competition and 2 men. So we are, so currently left in the competition we have Austin Miller, who has a personal best of 5.66, so this next bar is at 5.53, definitely within his range. Matt Ludwig as well at 5.90. And then on the women's side we have Marissa Causey, Megan Zimlick, Jill Murroy, Megan Zimlick, Jill Murroy, Elena Mcdonald, and Katie Najat still in the competition. Megan Zimlick is now on the runway to take her first attempt at 4.31.
All the way. Nice.
Really good attempt there for Megan. So she'll have 2 more attempts at that height. Moving on to Jill Murroy, who's been clean through 2 bars. She cleared 4.01 and 4.16, and this is her first attempt here at 4.31.
Gotta move. You got this. You got this, Jill.
Jill will follow up.
Really good attempt, just clipped the bar there. She'll have 2 more chances at this bar. Again, we are at 4.31. Next we have Alina Mcdonald going for her first attempt. She's also cleared at 4.01 and 4.16.
Up next we'll have Alina here at 4.31, 14 feet, 2 inches.
Alina competes for KMR Athletics and was the 2019 NACAC U23 champion. She's now on the runway for her first attempt here at 4.31.
Let's go, Alina.
She is clear again. Really good jump there for Alina Mcdonald at 4.31. She has a personal best of 4.52, so we'll hopefully see some more from her today.
Coming in here we'll have the current
Katie Najat is now entering the competition for her first attempt. She is your current world leader at 4.83 meters. This is her first attempt here at 4:31. And she is over very clean. Plenty of height on that one. Now we are moving up to the men's height. For Austin Miller and Matt Ludwig, two left in the competition here. Battling out for first and second. Our first place prize money is $400, and if you're able to set the new facility record, an extra $100 bonus. And then second place is $200. And the standards are set, and Austin's on the runway, so this is Austin's first attempt here at 5:53. Really good attempt, hit it on the way up. He'll have two more chances at that. And we got Matt Ludwig, currently number 2 in the world. He's jumped 590 this year. He's going to take his first attempt here at 5:53.
Matt Ludwig here for his first attempt.
All right, so now we have Matt Ludwig on the runway for his first attempt at 5:53. And steps just fell off, so he bailed out of that one. He'll have two more attempts at that height. And we are going back to the women's bar. We currently have two clearances at this height of 4:31. Alina Mcdonald and Katie Najat both got over on their first attempt. Second attempts now for Megan Zimlick and Jill Murroy. And we now have Megan Zimlick on the runway.
Megan will lead us off.
Like she ran out of steam on that one a little bit. She'll have one more attempt at 4:31. We got Jill Murroy coming up next. She is on the runway and ready to go. They're just adjusting her standards.
Jill. Let's go.
She is ready for her attempt. Bar is currently set at 4:31. Another good attempt there for Jill. So I have one more opportunity to clear 4:31. Now we're back to our two men's competitors still left in the competition. Austin Miller at 5:53 and Matt Ludwig at 5:53. Going for their second attempts.
Miller will lead us off.
The Vault House and Gill and Pacer athlete. Vault House is the club, sponsors Gill and Pacer. He is now on the runway. Austin Miller for his second attempt of 5:53. Oh, and he is clear. Plenty of height on that jump. Really starting to dial it in. Was able to get it on his second attempt this time instead of the third. So be ready to move on to 5:63 will be the next bar. Matt Ludwig is up for his second attempt now here at 5:53.
We're going now to Matt Ludwig, 5:53, 18 feet 2 inches.
Better attempt there from Matt Ludwig.
You're about 55-10.
Getting closer.
It works. Out there. Yeah.
We're going back down to 4:31 for those third attempts.
Megan Zimlick now on the runway.
Will lead us off here.
Bar is currently set at 4.31 meters. And that'll be Megan's third and final attempt of the competition. And she will finish in fourth. We got Jill Murroy coming up next for her third attempt.
Here you go, Jill. Relax, you got this.
She is now in the top three, so she's in the money.
You got this.
Still want to clear this bar and continue on with the competition though. She's asking the crowd to get behind her for this third attempt here at 4.31 meters. This is just under her season's best of 4.35. She's a two-time U.S. Championships qualifier, and she's making her way down the runway. Really good attempt there, just came down on the bar, so she'll be bowing out as well at 4.31 meters. So we are down to two women left in the competition, and they'll make their next attempts here at 4:41.
We go back to 5:53.
Now we're heading back to 5:53 for Matt Ludwig's third attempt. Current number 2 in the world, jumped 590 this year. He's taking his third attempt here at 5:53. So we are in the mid-90s here, so it's taking a little bit to dial some stuff in probably. So he's going for his second time he's been on his third attempt today. Just trying to get it dialed in. All right, he's asking for the crowd to get behind him here for this third attempt. And he is clear. Making it dramatic, but dramatic third attempt there, but he was able to get clean over at 5:53. So we have 2 men still left in the competition. We have 2 women left in the competition, and we are heading up to 4:41 for the women and 5:63 for the men.
We're going up 10 centimeters now, bar to
So we're now making 10-centimeter jumps
14.9.
from the 15 we were before, and we are currently at 5:63 for the men and 4:41 for the women. We have Alina Mcdonald, the KMR Athletics sponsored athlete, and Katie Najat, who's sponsored by Nike and is current world leader at 4.83 meters.
441, 14.5 and a half.
On the men's side, we have Austin Miller, sponsored by Gill and Pacer, and Matt Ludwig, your current number 2 in the world, who's cleared 590 this year. So we are getting ready. We got Alina Mcdonald on the runway for her first attempt here at 4:41. Alright, we're just trying to get the bar set here and the standards ready. Make sure we do everything appropriately here. Alina Mcdonald is on the runway and ready to go.
The bar is set.
Go, Alina. Drop it. Climb it. You go, Alina.
Alina, up first. Going for the new facility record here.
This will be a new facility record for potentially if she's able to make this. We are at 4:41. And she is clear on the first attempt, so that is a new facility record.
Heck yeah, dude.
Next up, we got Katie Najat.
We'll have Katie Najat up next.
Your current world leader, taking her first attempt here at 4:41. Asking for the standards to be moved. And we are set. She is on the runway. And she is clear on her first attempt as well. So we have a battle here for the new facility record. And we also have the battle for first. Both of those ladies will be moving on to 4.51 meters will be the next bar height. Now we're going down to the men's. So Austin Miller will be making attempts at 5:63. Matt Ludwig will also be making attempts there. And this would also be a new facility record if they are able to make these heights.
Come on, Austin.
So Austin Miller is on the runway,
Facility record.
and he is ready, and he's attempting at a new facility record here. And he is clear at 563. Really good attempt there for Austin Miller, 2018 U.S. Indoor Champion. Personal best of 566. Oh, two-time U.S. Championships qualifier, Austin Miller, sponsored by Gillum Pacer. He just set a new season's best, just slightly off his personal best of 566, and just set the new facility record. We got Matt Ludwig next. Matt Ludwig is on the runway for his first attempt here at 563. See if he can tie the facility record. And a run through for him. Steps have been kind of off today. He's still trying to dial that in. He's been able to dial it in a couple times now, so he'll be taking attempts here in a second. The minute he will be the next competitor to compete again. The other three competitors cleared on their first attempt. So we are just getting set here for Matt Ludwig's next attempt. Also, just Matt Ludwig decided to pass after he missed on his first attempt, and is going to continue up with Austin Miller to 573. Austin will have 3 attempts at 573, and Matt will only have 2. If he's able to clear that bar, then it gets reset, and they'll have 3 attempts again each. So Matt Ludwig is passing to 573. So we currently have 4 athletes left in the competition. We have Alina Mcdonald from KMR Athletics. She is going up to 451. Then Katie Najat will also be jumping in at 451. Austin Miller will be taking attempts at 573, along with Matt Ludwig. Matt Ludwig's currently second in the world. He's jumped 590 this year. Austin Miller is pushing his PR. He's already hit his season's best. His PR is 566. So if he's able to make this next clearance, we got a new lifetime best for him. Alina Mcdonald here at 451 is closing in on her personal best. That would be a season's best for her, and just 1 centimeter shy. Oh, she's already cleared 441, so she's already hit a season's best, is just under her personal best of 452, so she's able to clear this. So her personal best is 452, so we'll be just 1 centimeter shy if she's able to clear this next height at 451. Everything from here on out is going to be a facility record, so someone's going to be able to take home that bonus prize money there. So again, we have on the women's side, Alina Mcdonald, Katie Najat. Men's side, Austin Miller and Matt Ludwig are still in the competition. They're just checking the bar, make sure everything's official, since we're in record territory here.
Okay, we're
No, not yet.
Okay, so I've lost count. Okay, everyone, we're going up. So we are at the women.
As for the crowd to get behind him, Matt Ludwig. And that's another run through for him. So he'll only have one more attempt left at 573. Hopefully he can get those steps figured out. And again, so we are clear. Alina Mcdonald is clear at 451 and Katie Najat is clear at 451, both of which set the facility record. Austin Miller just cleared at 573. A new facility record, new personal best for him. That is 7 centimeters over his old personal best, his old lifetime best. So we'll see what he has in the tank today. Matt Ludwig, currently trying to figure it out and dial this in. Again, it is extremely hot outside, so just trying to conserve energy probably is the reason he passed on the last height. There's only 2 men left in the competition, but now he only has 1 attempt left at 573. So we'll see. He's the only athlete left at this height, so he will take a minute here and kind of catch his breath and figure out what he wants to do on this next attempt. So just kind of recapping what we've seen over the last few minutes here is Alina Mcdonald is 1 centimeter off her PR. The next bar height, she'll definitely be taking attempts at a new personal best, lifetime best. Katie Najat has been clean through 3 bars that she's jumped, and she'll be moving up as well. Austin Miller is through at 573. A new facility record, new lifetime best, and Matt Ludwig is now on his last attempt. At 573. He passed at 563 to keep up with Austin there and try to conserve a little energy, but now he only has 1 attempt here at 573. The official just let Matt know that he has a little bit of time here since he's the only competitor left at these heights. So a little break in the action here. So it looks like as far as placing right now, Jill Murroy finished 3rd. So she'll be taking home the 3rd place prize of $100 today. We have Alina Mcdonald and Katie Najat still left in the competition. 2nd is $200 and 1st is $400. Both athletes have already cleared facility records, so whoever ends up on top will get a $100 bonus. All right, we are now ready. Matt says he's ready for his 3rd attempt here, so we are going to go to that now. So Matt Ludwig is asking for the crowd to get into it. This is his last attempt here at 573. Really good attempt there from Matt. Just came down on the bar. So that will be the end of his day. So Austin Miller is your winner on the men's side, but we'll see what he wants to go up to. He's already hit a lifetime best today, so we'll see how high he wants to take it. Next we have Alina Mcdonald and Katie Najat, who will go up to 461. So we are moving on to a bar height of 461. Again, Alina Mcdonald and Katie Najat are still in on the women's side. On the men's side, it's just Austin Miller taking his jumps at 583. He's already set a lifetime best today. So on the men's side, you have Scott Houston, finished 3rd. Matt Ludwig in 2nd, and Austin Miller in 1st. Again, we're still waiting to see how high Austin can go today. Then Alina Mcdonald and Katie Najad are still battling it out for that first place prize. So we are currently just trying to get the bar set up and measured at this new height, and then we'll be ready to go. We are just getting the bar set up here, so we should get started momentarily. So we're just getting this bar set. We should be ready to go momentarily.
Part 461. Alina will start us off. This is and will be a lifetime best when she clears it.
All right, we have 3 competitors left in the competition. The first one, Alina Mcdonald, is about to take her next attempt here, her first attempt at 461. This would be a new lifetime best for her if she's able to clear this height. She's wanting the crowd to get behind her here. Oh, a really good attempt there. She'll have 2 more attempts at this height. We now have Katie Najat, competing for Nike, current world leader, is taking her first attempt here at 461. All right, they're setting her standards, and it looks like she is ready to go. And that's a miss there for Katie Najat. Both of those ladies will still have 2 more attempts at this height. It looked like she had plenty of height, just kind of came down on the bar. I'm sure she'll be able to dial that in. So next we're going on Austin Miller. Austin Miller is about to take attempt at 583. He has already set a lifetime best with his last jump at 573. He went through clean on 563 and 573. He's got it really dialed in right now, so we'll see what he's able to do here with 583. Chance for a big PR today.
Austin Miller, 583.
So 583 here for Austin Miller. We are set. Really good attempt there for Austin. Says he's got it after this, so we'll see if he's able to continue to dial this in. So we are going back to 461 now, down to the women's bar for Alina Mcdonald and Katie Najat's second attempt. So we'll hopefully see some clearances here. Both competitors seemed like they knew what went wrong on the first attempt and ready to try to correct that here on the second.
Let's help her down the runway, folks. Alina, 461.
Oh, really good attempt there again for Alina. The athlete Alina Mcdonald, sponsored by KMR Athletics, will have one more attempt at this height. Katie Najat is now going for her next attempt here. Okay, they're getting her standard set. Your current world leader now, Katie Najat, is up for her second attempt here at 461. And she is clear at 461, setting a new facility record. So now we are going to head for 583 for Austin Miller's second attempt.
Katie, you just cleared what is a third-time facility record here. How are you feeling?
Feeling great. I'm just showing my friends socially that this is actually the pole that I cleared 483 like 2 days ago on, so it's awesome. It's really great. It just feels good. I love everything about this place.
That's awesome, Katie. Congratulations.
All right, Austin Miller is all set whenever he is ready. He's walking down the runway now, getting ready for his second attempt here at 583. He's already set a lifetime best at 573 previously at the previous bar. His first attempt at 583 looked really good. Oh, just clip the bar. It is very, very close. He'll have one more attempt here at 583 This would be a huge lifetime best for him. Okay, now the next competitor will be Alina Mcdonald. Will be back down at the 461. She'll take her third attempt. She's had two really good attempts at 451. So hopefully be able to see her get over this bar and continue this competition on the women's side.
Third attempt now for Alina. 461, a lifetime best. Let's get it, come on!
All right, we now have Alina Mcdonald for her third attempt on 461. Oh, just got it with her feet. Really good competition for her today. Just 1 centimeter under her PR and taking jumps at 9 centimeters over her PR. So really good day for Alina Mcdonald, the KMR sponsored athlete. She'll finish in second with a prize pool of $200. Next, so we are down to 2 final athletes, both of which have won their divisions, Katie Najat and Austin Miller. We are now going to see Austin Miller's third attempt at 583. And then we'll see what Katie Najat wants to take for her next round of attempts. Just kind of cover the placing so far. We have Jill Murroy, you got third, and then Alina Mcdonald just finished in second. Katie Najat in first, and she also set the facility record, so she'll get the $100 bonus. So that is your order on the women's side. On the men's side, you have Scott Houston finishing in third, Matt Ludwig in second, and Austin Miller in first. Our leaders are now just taking attempts, trying to improve on PRs, and try to hit some big marks.
Far back to 5.83 meters. 19 feet, 1.5 inches. Olympic A standard and double PR. Once he clears it on this.
All right, now we are ready for Austin Miller's third attempt here at 583.
Let's get that music going.
Austin Miller, everything is set and just waiting on his attempt here. He is up. Oh, and just comes down on the bar. Still a very good day. He had the height on that one. So he cleared a new lifetime best of 573. And he is your winner on the men's side. Austin, for setting the new facility record and taking home the first place prize, will be taking home $500 today. Then Matt Ludwig, your second place finisher, will be taking home $200, and Scott Houston will be taking home $100. That is your finishers on the men's side. We are now waiting on Katie Najat's next jump. She is the winner of the women's competition. We'll see what she wants to jump to. She cleared last at 461. Austin Miller's jump of 573 would put him number 8 currently in the world this year. That's the 8th best jump in the world this year at 573.
Austin, you had a tremendous day. Take us through what was going through your mind. Dude, you know, I'm just grateful to be able to be competing right now. The past few nights been pretty questionable.
Alina Mcdonald's clear at 4:51. Puts her currently 13th in the world this year. So definitely some world-class vaulting going on here at the Rocketman pole vault facility at the Rocketman pole vault elite competition. We currently have one competitor left in the competition, and that is your current world leader, Katie Najat. She just cleared at 461, and I'm looking for confirmation on the height we are going up to.
Vaulters from the Arizona area are going to be coming out, and they're like 18, 19-foot guys. So we all get out there, good conditions, just like having Buddy and Scott.
What height are we on?
This is going to be 471.
471?
Definitely due to happen. That's awesome. Congratulations again, Austin.
All right, so we are moving up to 471. I just got confirmation of that. So 471 will be the height that Katie will be attempting here. She has cleared 483 this year so far, and is your current world leader.
For Katie Najat, current world leader.
So she is attempting 471 here. Okay. Oh, and she had the height on that, just came down on the bar. So she'll have 2 more attempts here at 471. Definitely looks like it's there today. So she'll take a few minutes here in between jumps, and she'll be ready to take another shot at that. Alright, so we are just waiting on Katie Najat's going to take a minute here between jumps. She's the last competitor left in the competition. Current bar height is set at 471. She'll have 2 more attempts at this height, and we'll see what she wants to go up to today after that. Thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you like and subscribe. We've got some plans for some future content, so I'm really trying to grow the channel here and keep providing these free live streams of elite competitions for you. So please make sure you like and subscribe while we have a minute here, and we'll be back to Katie Najat taking her 2nd attempt here at 471 very shortly.
Second attempt here. Katie Najat, current world leader.
Go, Katie.
All right, so we are back. We got Katie Najat getting ready to take her 2nd attempt here. And she is clear at 471. So we'll see what she wants to go up to next, but we are seeing some world-class vaulting here today. Your current world leader, she's jumped 483 this year. We'll see what she wants to do next. She has called her next height. She is looking for 484, so we're going to keep walking this world lead up, hopefully. So she is jumping to 484 next. So Katie will take a moment here, and we're going to get the new bar set at 484. We need to go through all the procedures and stuff to make sure it's a legal vault. So we're getting the measuring stick out and stuff like that right now. Katie Najat's going to take a few minutes here in between jumps, try to cool off. Definitely a very hot day out here, but vaulters have been able to dial it in, and we've been able to see some really great jumps. So we'll see what... So we're going up to 484 here. This would be a new world lead if Katie's able to jump this. So we're just getting everything set here. Almost got the bar on, standard set. So we're probably a couple minutes away here from Katie Najat's world lead attempt here. She is currently the world leader, but she's looking to move it up another centimeter. We'll see after that. So Katie Najat just got the all clear from the officials, so she'll have a moment or two here to start her jump. Katie Najat is now on the runway, and we are about ready for her to take this jump. This is an opportune, taking a jump here for the new world lead, 484. It's on the runway. Looks like she's going back to chalk up again. Definitely in the mid to high 90s today, so trying to make sure she's ready for this world lead attempt. So Katie is on the runway. It looks like she is ready to go.
Let's go, Katie. Go, Katie. Left hand.
And that was a run through there for Katie. Just got to get the steps right. So she'll have two more attempts here at this height, so we'll take a couple minutes in between here. And then she'll take another shot at this. If she's able to clear this bar, this would put her number in the top 10 all time for female pole vaulters. Oh, she's already in the top 10. She's at 491. I believe it's their PR. No. check real quick.
Hours over in the garage.
Already, yeah, she's at 491, so she's already on the all-time list, but definitely looking to keep improving that.
People competing in the open competition following this section. We are not going to have a full hour of warm-ups, trying to get that bar up in 30 to 45 minutes. So get nice and warmed up now and be ready. Opening bar 11-6. Following the first open competition will be the immediate warm-up for the second section in the open.
So I apologize for the disruption there. Katie Najat had a run through on her second attempt. For some reason the Wi-Fi there overheated, I think. I think we should be back on and good to see Katie Najat's third attempt here. Apologize for that. So she just had a run through on her second attempt. So we'll see if she can get the steps right on here on her third, and she'll go again for this world lead attempt. She is on the runway, and we are all set, so we are getting very close to her taking her third attempt here at 484. This would be a new world lead. And the crowd's getting behind her here. So this is her third attempt at 484. This will put her in sole possession of 10th all time. And still great jumping from her today. She's cleared 471. She cleared 471. So that will conclude the competition. So just to recap, we had Jill Murroy finish third. Elena Mcdonald with a very close, a season's best, 1 centimeter off her personal best of 451. She got second. And then Katie Najat is your leader and winner. She will take home $500 for the first place and the $100 bonus for the $400 for first place and the $100 bonus for setting the new facility record. And on the men's side, Scott Houston finished third with the jump of 523. Austin Miller with Matt Ludwig finished second with a jump of 553. And Austin Miller is your winner with a lifetime best of 573 and also setting the facility record, so he'll be taking home $500 today. Thank everyone for tuning in to the Field Event Showcase Rocketman Pole Elite Competition. If you can, please like and subscribe, and we'll try to provide more free content for you on these elite free content of these elite competitions. Thank you for tuning in, and let's grow the sport together.